In the past, we had to rely almost entirely on human labor to get work done. But times have changed. As technology advanced, people began to reassess their way of working. And at that very moment, a miracle occurred. Engineers and inventors began creating machines that replaced not just manual labor, but also performed tasks that were previously thought to be achievable only by human hands. These machines not only deliver modern solutions but also operate with high precision, handling tasks with such finesse that older generation machines simply can't keep up. That is an entirely new world of work, existing right before our very eyes. This machine looks no different than a colossal steel beast, created for a single purpose: to devour everything in its path. Just toss in an old motorbike, a broken refrigerator, or a used gas cylinder, or even a for-sale car weighing nearly 1,200 kilograms. Once the star passes through that crushing maw, within just 5 seconds, it will be completely devoured without a trace. Inside, the large steel gears operate under a force of up to 220,000 newtons. Using only his bare hands, he possessed enough strength to crush a 10 millimeters thick sheet of metal into tiny fragments. The feeling of being unable to look away, even though you want to. But the most precious thing here lies not in the destruction, but in the rebirth. From scrap iron, aluminum, and copper to even hard plastic, all those things that seemed destined for discard, everything is processed into clean materials, ready for the recycling process. From waste materials, they are reborn into new materials that serve life. This is the true power of the VZ950. One of the world's leading industrial crusher lines today. You won't believe it until you see it with your own eyes. In just a mere 2 seconds, a large tree trunk with a diameter of nearly 60 centimeters was felled cleanly. Then it was gently set down on the ground, without a single screech of a saw, nor any fragments of bark flying off. And they were all incredibly modern tree-cutting machines, named the UDKREKERZ 550. One of the most powerful and fastest tree-cutting machines in the world today. Unlike traditional machines that must operate with loud, noisy sounds, the Z550 features a completely different design. The front section is trimmed to look exactly like a giant hydraulic clamp, enveloping the tree trunk. And in the blink of an eye, the razor-sharp steel blade sliced clean through the base of the tree, no different from chopping a spring onion. But what is even more impressive is the Z550's robotic arm, which is powerful enough to lift an entire tree trunk weighing up to 300 kilograms off the ground. Then slowly and precisely placing it down, neatly, just as if a human hand were controlling it. With the ability to work continuously for 10 to 12 hours per day. The UT Cracker Z550 is not only fast but also extremely labor efficient and ensures operator safety. It is no surprise that it is dubbed one of the fastest tree-cutting machines on the planet. Do you believe a house built of bricks can be completed in just 2 days? It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, but no, that is Hatterian X. A modern construction robot developed in Australia is now being put into production by a real estate development company. Therefore, try to imagine the growth process of a developer condensed into a single day. But no, that is the Hadrian X. It is a state-of-the-art construction robot developed in Australia that is completely revolutionizing the construction industry. The machine was installed on the truck bed, resembling a giant arm stretching up to 30 meters long. It is possible to automatically stack 1,000 bricks per hour. This arm operates with extreme precision, with each brick being lifted via the conveyor belt. And it is meticulously produced using a special construction adhesive instead of conventional cement mortar. The result is a construction process that is faster, cleaner, and more durable. Not only does Hatterian X offer rapid construction speed, it is also extremely intelligent, automatically prearranging support points for electrical wiring and water pipes, and can cut tiles on site with precision. To fit snugly into slanted corners or complex wall sections without the need for a chisel or hammer. In the context of an increasingly scarce construction labor force, machinery like the Hatterian X could well be the solution for the future, thanks to its ability to build rapidly, reduce costs, and ensure high precision. It can be said that the olive tree is one of the most difficult trees to harvest. Its fruit clings tightly to the branches and often grows high up, making the task of having to pick each one by hand extremely laborious. But now, everything has completely changed thanks to a machine called the Sigma Speedy Olive Harvester. This machine doesn't pick the fruit one by one. Instead, it gently embraces the tree trunk and vibrates at a high frequency. The olives fall into a special harvesting system placed beneath, allowing the fruit to be collected cleanly and quickly without any damage to the trees. The machine is powerful yet highly efficient, using only the precise amount of electricity needed to eliminate bats before shutting off automatically. The intelligent sensor system developed by the company utilizes a superior, high-performance system. The machine, though powerful, calculates meticulously, using just the right amount of water to clean the dragon fruit and then stops automatically. Thanks to the intelligent sensor system developed by the company, the robotic arm can accurately determine when to stop, thereby optimally protecting the crops. Removing the stump after cutting down a tree is always the most laborious and strenuous task, especially with large stumps like this one. But with StamShear 500, every task becomes unprecedentedly simple. The machine is directly attached to the arm of the hydraulic excavator, with a design similar to a grapple made of special steel. With just a single press, it can tightly clamp and cut through tree trunks with diameters of up to 50 centimeters. No need for a crowbar, nor a hammer or human strength. Previously, processing such a tree stump required 2 to 3 people working continuously for 10 to 15 minutes, while still carrying a high risk of injury. But with the StamShear 500 stump grinder, you can easily process hundreds of tree stumps in just tens of minutes. Each tree stump was treated cleanly, cut flush to the ground, leaving no leftover wood fragments and completely eliminating any potential hazards. Whether you're tidying up a mess, exploring new territory, or preparing the ground for construction, this machine will be a reliable information hub, offering speed, security, and extreme accuracy. Hard to believe but true. Even the task of collecting chicken eggs in the coop is no longer an exclusive human job. On large-scale farms in Australia and Canada, an automatic root vegetable harvesting robot is being used. Despite its compact size, it is incredibly intelligent. This machine features a compact and lightweight design, making it easy to maneuver through the narrow pathways in chicken coops, where the aisles can be as narrow as 50 to 60 centimeters. Its gripping system uses soft, spring-loaded rods that gently roll across the surface to pick up the egg without breaking it, even if the egg is in an irregular position. Although it appears simple on the outside, it integrates a host of sophisticated technologies internally, such as infrared sensors equipped on the wheels. The motorcycle avoids hitting the chicken, while the sensor above is tasked with precisely locating each egg placed on the floor. The machine operates smoothly and gently, collecting each egg and placing them neatly into the tray with precision. It is quiet, unhurried, and does not break a single egg. For large-scale poultry farmers raising 2,000 to 5,000 chickens or more, this is an invaluable assistant. This saves many hours of labor each day while ensuring hygiene and minimizing waste. Have you ever wondered how a country could plant an entire new forest in just a matter of days? And how do the rows of young trees grow so uniformly, standing straight and tall across the vast, open land? The answer lies in a machine called the Dysatec PM160, a modern, Finnish-made forest planting arm. Mounted directly on the excavator, the PM160 operates like a highly capable auxiliary arm. Mounted on excavators, the PM160 model utilizes a duckbill-shaped digging arm to dig deep into the ground, loosen the soil, and prepare the land for planting. Directly above is a tray containing over 100 seedlings, each 20 to 30 centimeters tall, ready to be planted. With each diligent swing of the hoe, a young tree was planted into the fresh soil, needing no one to hold it steady, nor even the hoe itself. Under ideal conditions, the machine can cover 1 hectare of land in just 1 hour, significantly faster than traditional manual methods. The PM160 not only operates at high speed but also ensures high precision, enabling uniform and straight crop rows, which promotes even an aesthetically pleasing forest development. This is the very tool used by Nordic countries, Canada, and Japan to restore forests after wildfires or logging. But hidden behind those solid concrete structures is a machine of astonishing power and precision. Self-propelled skid-steer concrete mixer, dual mold system. This is not your typical construction machine. Equipped with a special long-line formwork system, it possesses the ability to pour and shape concrete in a continuous operation. No need to stop or make manual adjustments. Whether in a single pass, this machine can simultaneously create curbs, drainage gutters, medians, and even concrete sidewalks. Everything is tightly interconnected and operates uniformly, significantly saving on labor and time. In the past, these tasks required 5 to 7 people working all day to complete, but now a single operating machine is sufficient. The machine also has the ability to automatically adjust its width and height based on job requirements. This is clear evidence that technology not only changes the work we do, but also how we do it. You will be utterly amazed to witness the sight of a massive tree trunk, along with its dry branches, fallen leaves, and withered fruit, being neatly crushed into pieces in just a matter of seconds. And all thanks to the high-speed garden shredder, a machine born to turn what seems like waste into precious resources for the soil and crops. This machine is not only compact in size but also highly versatile. It can process a wide variety of garden waste, from crisp vegetables and spoiled fruits to even large tree trunks with a diameter of up to 30 to 40 centimeters. The machine instantly crushed everything into a uniform mixture of fine mud and wood chips. From there, you can utilize the compost to fertilize plants, use it as a moisture-retaining mulch, or as a clean, easily decomposable bedding material. In the past, this type of organic waste was typically burned or dumped in landfills, wasting resources and causing environmental pollution. But now, the problem is completely resolved with just a single processing cycle in the machine. You've turned that pile of useless books into nutrients for the plants, both economical and eco-friendly. And the final result was absolutely perfect. The farm ran more smoothly, the soil became looser and more nutrient-rich, and the air also became fresher. Sometimes, just the right lawnmower can completely transform how we care for our gardens and protect the surrounding environment. Let's take a closer look at how this high-capacity crusher operates. The water buffalo brings the greatest value to farmers, providing both meat and milk, while also being integral to the livelihoods of people in rural farming areas. However, on large farms with hundreds of cows, manual milking every day is no longer an efficient method. That is precisely why the milking robot named Lely Arjuna Anam was created. And it is changing the way farmers around the world care for their herds. Widely used in 31 countries, Anam is currently one of the world's leading and most popular robotic milking systems. When a cow enters the station, the system will automatically identify it. Then, quickly adjust the position to match the stature, size, and movement direction of the bull. Even if they suddenly turn back, the robot will then gently attach each teat and milk at a consistent, precise pace. After each milking session, the machine automatically cleans itself thanks to its smart teat recognition system. This helps reduce the risk of mastitis, keeping the herd healthy, comfortable, and free from stress. The remarkable thing is that everything, from milk yield to the health status of each individual cow, is managed remotely. A single touchscreen control panel fully displays all meal times. With just a few simple steps, users can easily adjust the food amount and monitor the operating performance. You can proactively check the maintenance schedule without relying on a large staff team like before. For the cows, this is a gentle, stress-free experience that encourages them to willingly and comfortably move into the milking area on a regular basis. For livestock farmers, this is a significant step forward, saving time, enhancing productivity, and ensuring the health of their herds. In other words, the Lely Arjuna A5 is far more than just a machine. It is also a companion in the sustainable partnership model, where technology supports humans, not completely replaces them. Across the lush green fields, young rice plants in their tender stage stretch gracefully to meet the gentle breezes. There are always saboteurs who operate in the shadows. Weeds and spontaneously growing plants are not sown. they compete for nutrients and growing space. The plants will become weak, suffocated, and stunted in their growth. For farmers, the failure of just a single crop is already a devastating loss. Not only is this an immediate loss, but it could also be an economic shock that lasts the entire year. Therefore, eliminating weeds is no longer a choice, but a matter of life and death. However, if relying solely on chemical herbicides, the long-term consequences are far from insignificant, particularly the issue of soil pollution. Polluted water sources not only directly harm human health but also seriously affect the quality of agricultural products. Today's farmers need a smarter, cleaner cultivation method that still ensures efficiency. And it was at that very moment that Dobok of India Creator made his move. This is an AI-powered weeding machine that uses a high-resolution camera to analyze images and identify weeds in real time. The system can identify each main type of crop and clearly distinguish them from weeds. Even when grass grows close to the tree trunk, the machine still operates accurately. Just 8 millimeters from the tree trunk, the precise maneuver was almost like performing surgery right in the middle of the field. Its astonishingly magical performance can simultaneously clear weeds across more than 20 crop rows. Move at a maximum speed of 6 meters per second. None of them use pesticides and they are not harmful to the environment. Dobokov did not need to stop his hands to rest. He was undaunted by the sweltering heat and fatigue, nor was he troubled by thoughts of food and clothing. This is a new step forward for modern agriculture. Where machinery takes over the laborious tasks, farmers can devote their full attention to nurturing and enriching the soil for their crops. And that is just a tiny part of the world of modern machinery operating around us every day. From the fierce, iron-crushing machines like predatory beasts, to the intelligent and dexterous robotic arms. All of this proves one thing: the combination of humans and technology is a perfect union, where nothing is an obstacle. It. All of this proves one thing: when humans and technology combine, nothing is impossible. Which machine in the video impressed you the most? Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know.